What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Fishing with Separate video. Today we're at a nice little creek here. And it doesn't look like we'll get much luck here, but we still have to try it out. The water levels are scary low everywhere in my state. Ever since we got flooded out, we haven't had much rain. So all these creeks are getting pretty low. So hopefully we can still get a nice catch and cook done here today. Fingers crossed. But we're going to be navigating this up and down. It seems like it's a little bit deeper right by this bridge here. So I think that's going to be enough rambling on. Let me get you guys on the hat, see if we can get any luck here today. As per usual, we got the micro set up with us today. Seems like it's nice and deep over here. Here we go. As per usual, we got the micro set up with our little Panther Martin spinner on. I think I just saw a fish. As soon as our spinner hit, I'm pretty sure I saw a fish just peel out. I want to move down onto this bridge just a little ways. Yep, I just saw a little one. He went right in the deep spot over on the side. That little one went right over where this kind of tarp is on the side here. And we catch the tarp right away. That is not what I wanted to happen right away. Luckily I can still see it, but whenever I get caught on these tarps, it's usually a pain to get it out. Let's see here. There we go. We're able to get it right on out of there. On the plus side, we did see a little trout go right up in there. I'll give it one cast right on down there. All right, here we go. Before we move on down, we'll give it right here. Oh. He went right down in there. I don't know if he was spooked or if he was actually coming for it for a second. He might have spooked. Let me move right in here. They're going right down up in there. So that's the second one that I've seen come right up in there. Yeah. Doesn't seem like they're gonna bite. That was a decent sized trout though. So at least we know there is trout up in here. Big plus. All right, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go ahead and move right on up. Hopefully we can find some nice little pools. What we could do too is we could tie on a micro tube. Just in case, because some of these pools are not very long. So I can't really do a good retrieve on them. So we could try it too, but we're gonna definitely stick with a spinner for now. Yeah, there's not one there. All right. We're gonna go ahead and move on up here. Lots of big rocks for trout to hide under here. But it's not very deep. Nothing there. Let's try to sneak one over this way. Nothing there either. We're pretty much gonna have to keep moving on up until we find a spot that definitely could hold a trout in it. But let's keep our fingers crossed here that we can get a nice decent sized trout. I'm thinking out of pools like this, it's not too horribly deep, but I can still see where there could definitely be some action up in here. Just be careful moving up in here. Okay, right here looks pretty good. I don't see any trout, but they could be hiding and blending in pretty well. Got one. Fish on. Fish on, boys. Oh, he came off. No. Boys, that was a good trout, too. That was a good trout. No. He came right out from the rock that I was thinking he was going to come out of. And I knew right away he wasn't hooked up good. Bummer. We're going to have to keep moving. He ain't going to bite again. But right here looks pretty decent too. Right along these rocks. No bites there. Looks like we have another little hole here. Let's try to traverse very carefully. Yeah, right there looks pretty decent. But as you saw, that hole wasn't very big, but there was still a decent sized trout in there. And I think that this creek through here, I think it probably is usually pretty good fishing. But the water is just so low, they have nowhere to go. Yeah, this looks pretty good right here. There could be one hiding anywhere here. Nothing. Now right here, it doesn't look very deep, but that does not mean anything. Let's see if we can get something out of somewhere. Ooh, nothing there, but I think I see a hole up here. Pretty much at any hole that's kind of waterfall down a little bit, it's been pretty decent. And right up here, we have one of those type holes. All right. Let's take a look up here real quick. This hole up here, I think we might be able to get something pretty decent at. Oh yeah, this looks actually pretty good. This hole's actually a little bit deeper than the other ones. I don't want to get too close. This water is super clear. I don't want to spook any trout. And we're right up in the tree. Whew. I just saw a trout spook. We got caught up in the tree and some leaves fell, and they spooked a little bit. Oh, that was a decent one. He didn't hook up. That might be an eater. Hold up. Another one. Okay, there's some decent ones in here, as I thought. Fish on. Decent one. Oh, I don't want him to come off. Chill, little guy, chill. He's decent. In the net. Nice. Ooh, he might be an eater, boys. Woo! I don't know, he's right on the line, but he's a good one. Very nice. Let's wet the hand real quick. Oh yeah, he's an eater. He's an eater for sure. Really nice. Perfect. He's on the smaller side. He's probably around, let's see. He's probably around 10, 11 inches maybe. Maybe a little bit longer. Looks like he got these hooks pretty good too. Nice. This is the good one that was biting us the first time around, I'm pretty sure. Nice. Alright, we got him off the hook. Whew, nice. This hole actually doesn't look too bad either. Alright, let's go ahead and give him a quick bonk before we move on up. We might take a couple more casts here as well. Look at that. Pretty nice brookie. He is a male as well. Exactly what we're looking for out of here. Give him a bonk. Alright, we got him all bonked off. Let's go ahead and give him a wash down here, somewhere where we won't spook any trout. Let's give him a nice little wash. Go down a little further here. I want to be able to give him a good wash. Nice. There we go, boys. Definitely no award winner, but he's definitely gonna eat, and he'll eat very well. He's a decent eating size. He'll definitely taste good on the menu tonight. Nice. I was really thinking when we pulled up here, I did not think we were going to get it done. But luckily, we found this one hole here. This is a pretty good hole. There's still more trout in there too. I don't know if they'll bite because that other one was thrashing around pretty good. I doubt they'll bite here. Yep, I just saw another trout. He's sitting on the bottom right over here somewhere. We must have casted right on top of them. All right, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep on moving up. I think I see another good couple little holes up there, and we'll try those out before we cook our trout up. But we do have to be aware of the time. The sun is going down, so I don't want to spend too much time fishing. We want to make sure we have enough time to cook and not lose any daylight. All right, we're just keeping our trout in our net for now, but we gotta navigate up here, and it does not look too easy to navigate. We got to be careful too. These rocks are super slick, and I do not want to fall. It honestly looks like it might be easier for us to cross and go up. This is all pretty steep and big rocks here. Problem is, we only have this one rock right here to stand on. There we go. Navigating through this stuff sometimes can be very, very tricky. I do got to say too, my other boots are a lot more comfortable, but my girlfriend's wearing those ones. These ones are very stiff. There's not much flex to them, so it can be a little tricky to navigate with that too, because my feet already hurt real bad. Let's keep on moving up though. Looks like maybe we could have something through here. Let's go ahead and flip our trout over here, so it's right on that rock. Oh, look at that. We got a little grub in there. I bet you that'd be pretty good fishing bait right now, but the spinner works really good for us, so we don't even really need it. This part of the water is a little too much, too shallow. Let's go ahead and get our trout back in our net here. I think I'm honestly gonna take my glasses off. We don't have any more sunlight. Ah, boy, I don't know. Actually, it does help with the water, obviously, being polarized. Yeah, we're gonna cross again right here. There we go. We'll just keep moving our way here. As you can see, we're starting to get into fall here in the northeast. The leaves are starting to fall and the leaves are changing. I love this time of year, especially the fishing. As you can see, the brook trout are starting to get that orange color on their stomach. They usually have it anyways, but I want to try right here real quick. Right underneath this little falls. Oh. We had one biting us right there. He wasn't very big. Fish on. No way. Let's go ahead and get this trout out of the net. And let's get this new one up in here. This one's very small. Super skinny. Let's be careful not to step on our other one here. Let's keep him in the water because we're going to let him go. Let's go ahead and wet the hand real quick. He's still got a lot of fight in him. Now if he goes right back into the hole. Nice. Oh, we got a hook caught in our net here. He was hooked pretty good, but he swam off just fine. So I ain't too worried about him. He will make a survival out of that. All right, let's get our trout back in our net here. Looks like he's taking a leaf with him as a souvenir. Let's keep on moving up here. I'm not sure how far I want to go up, but I think I want to catch a couple more trout. Even if we don't keep any more trout, I just want to get some more fishing in, you know? When I do these videos, I don't like to have just one fish and then cook. I like to do some fishing for some entertainment before we cook it up and everything like that. Oh boy. Looks like we're snagged up. This hole's a little bit more shallow than I thought. There we go. We got it out. We will take another cast right here because it looks super good. I think we just got bit right in there. Nothing on that cast. We'll keep moving up. There's a bunch of little pools up and through here. Maybe we'll have one that's a little deep. But we do need at least a little bit of water to run our spinner through. So I don't know how high we'll go up. But let's try to catch one more fish at least. Oh, it looks good up here actually. Let's try to catch at least one or two more before we cook this up. And let's remember this is here because we can get up easy and we can walk the road back to the truck. This definitely looks like it'll produce a fish though. All right, let's see if we can get a couple more here. This hole looked pretty decent, but this one up here looks the best. It looks like it could be nice and deep right there. So that's where I really want to get to more than anything. We got to navigate underneath these tree branches though, which I hate because usually there's spiders up in here, but it's all right. But I do want to cross here too, actually, now that I think about it. Oh yeah, up here looks really good. There's some good cover right here. I'm gonna stand back here. There's definitely a trout in here somewhere because I didn't get one on that cast, honestly. All right, let's keep moving up a little ways just so I can change the angle of our cast. I want to bring it right through here where the deep is. I'm willing to bet you that there's a trout under one of these big rocks. No way we didn't get one on that cast. Fish on. Nice. He's a good one too. Very nice. He might be the same size as the other one. Maybe not as fat, but let's check it out. Let's get somewhere that's away from the hole so we don't spook any other trout that might be in there. Oh yeah, nice. Let's wet the hand real quick. This is very interesting. This is two completely different color trouts. I think one might be a female, the other might be a male. I think this one might be a female. Actually, I do not know, now that I think about it. The first one's definitely a male. This one, I do not know if it's a male or female. But if I had to guess, I think it's a female. Ooh, this one gobbled down the hook pretty good. We might be keeping a second trout here. Unless we can get this out of them relatively easily. There we go, we got that hook out. Let's take a quick look at him. I think this is a female, if I had to guess. Just look at the color difference. Let me pick these two trout up here. Actually, I can get you a side-by-side right here. As you can see, this first one is completely different color. I think the first one we caught is a lot prettier, actually. But this one, I don't want to keep a second one, so we'll let that one go right on down there. Very nice though. Shoo! Nice. We got 2 good-sized trout that we caught on this trip here. This brook actually is very nice. I was skeptical when I first pulled up here because it did not look good. But now, I'm definitely starting to like this spot some more. We'll definitely have to come back here for sure. And we'll definitely check this spot out again. Seeming to be a pretty good spot. That big one is right underneath that rock there. But I can't help to think that there's not another one sitting down deep in here. We're getting bit. That was a small little guy though. No way, that's it. These trout are sitting deep. Very deep up in there. Let's cast it down in there again. Alright. I don't think there's any more fish in this hole. Let's take a quick little look up. I want to see what we're working with up above us here too. I also like to take mental notes of different spots up in here so I know if I can come get another video at a different section of this brook later on. And this road goes way up from here. Follows this brook way up. So we can definitely come back eventually and get another video. But I think we're gonna get another fish right here at this hole. It looks pretty good. We got fish on, boys. Whoa, okay. I thought we were snagged for a second. Let's get him up in the net. Just a little guy. Still pretty decent for this size brook, but hey, we got another trout. I am very happy though with this spot. Let's go ahead and get our pliers out here. Let's go ahead and wet the hand and get this guy off. He's definitely a small little guy. Don't want to keep him. He's not making it easy on us though. Alright, come here little guy. We're trying to let you free. He is fighting us at every level here. Alright, there's that one there. Let's get him back in the water. Nice. I do want to take one more cast right here before we go. We got to find a nice spot to do our cook too. Something we got to keep in mind. I actually forgot that I have some soft taco shells left over that I was going to use here today, but I completely forgot them because I was going to make a couple of fish tacos, but I guess we'll save that for next week's video or something. All right, last cast of the day and no luck. Usually when I say last cast of the day, it means a couple more, but there's only so much I can do with these little holes, and I think that's about all we can do here at this spot today. We're definitely starting to lose some sunlight, so I want to get cooking this trout up. But we have to find a good rock where we can do so. Just try to scour our, try to scan our surroundings here. I don't see anywhere that's too good to cook up. This hole was definitely the best one though right here. This is a good hole. It's actually pretty deep up in here too. Flows down this big rock right up in there. Had some good luck there. But let's see. Looks like we have a nice big boulder down here maybe. Looks like it's under that tree. We're done fishing though, so I can finally take my sunglasses off here. Whew. I actually forgot to charge my camera battery yesterday, so hopefully we have enough to get this cook done for battery life. This rock doesn't look too bad either. Let's check this out. That one's not very flat. I think what we're gonna do here, boys, is I see a nice big boulder over here. I think we're gonna go right there to do this. And what we'll do is we'll flatten it out if we need to, but let's just take a quick little walk over here. All right, as you can probably tell, we had to switch over to the GoPro. My other camera finally died. I kind of figured it would be, but we're gonna set up right here, right on this big boulder. I think this is gonna work out pretty good. We're gonna have to flatten it out a little bit, which is no big deal. What we can probably do is we can probably find some rocks where we can set it up nice and flat. but there wasn't really any other good rocks around here that we could set up to do a nice cook. So this is probably our best bet, where I could probably, you know, like right here at this spot, I can stand up a little bit and do the cook. All the other places were pretty down low and I'd probably have to squat to do it. And these knees are not very good. So yeah, I think this is where we're gonna do the cook. Now let's go ahead. We're gonna have to find a nice flat rock that we can set up here so that we can get a nice flat surface to cook on. So let's go ahead and try to find us a flat rock. We don't even need anything too big, but we just need something pretty flat that we can set up and we can level out. Problem is, most of these rocks are pretty round. I'm not seeing any flat rocks anywhere that we could use. This is tricky. Now this rock is pretty flat, but it's wet, which is a problem. This is tough. I guess let's get some of this size rock here. I guess we can try to make this stone as flat as possible. I mean, that's not too horrible, but it is pretty wobbly. Ah, man. None of these rocks are very flat. I'm also just trying to scope around, see if maybe we have another flat rock that we could cook on here. Hey, you know what? I think we're just gonna have to make this work. As you can see, we're really running out of daylight here. We gotta really pick up our pace. So we're not gonna hesitate. We're not gonna waste any more time. We got everything set up pretty good here. The stove is flat enough. But let's go ahead, let's gut our trout out. And let's get ready to cook this up. We gotta not waste any time. So I'm just gonna do this standard gut here. Unless you're new to trout fishing, then everyone pretty much knows how to do this kind of gut here. You pretty much just go in through the rear end, you go all the way up until you get to the gills here. I like to make sure to cut all the way up. And then what you do is you go ahead and cut right behind the head, go down until you feel the spine crack. And you can just pretty much peel all the fins and the guts out with it. And just like I said earlier, just from looking at it, I could tell that this wasn't a female. And there you go, not a female at all. We'll throw the head and the guts right in there for the other critters to enjoy. And then you can just score the kidney here, just like so. I'm gonna set the knife over here on the bag. We'll wash this out real quick. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some scores in the meat. That way it doesn't curl on us. Now I don't want to get this trout dirty again, so what we're gonna do is probably try to cut it on our bag here. I just want to put a couple scores in the meat. That way it doesn't curl too bad on us. I'm only gonna do 2 actually, just to make it easier. This trout's not too horribly big, so it's not like it needs a whole lot of scores on it. Just enough to keep it from curling away on us. There we go. Now let's go ahead and get this stove kicked on. We'll get some oil heating up in our pan. And we're losing daylight real fast, so we gotta try to make this quick here. There we go. Kick the heat down just a little bit. There, that's pretty sturdy right there. It's still pretty wobbly. I really don't like how wobbly this is. I'm actually gonna kick that off real quick while we try to figure this out. It actually looks pretty flat over here. We might cook it right here. That's actually pretty sturdy. That's not too bad. It's gonna be a little cockeyed, but at least we don't have to worry about it falling off, which is my big concern over there. Go ahead and move our fishing rod. We'll kick this back on. Let's get some oil up in the pan real quick. It's pretty decent. We just gotta be super careful not to wiggle that pan too much on there. Let's go ahead and season our trout up with some Slap Ya Mama seasoning. Inside and out. You don't have to be too generous with the Slap Ya Mamas. A little goes a long way. All right, we're gonna waste no time. Let's go ahead and get our trout right in the pan there. And what we're gonna do too, while that cooks on one side, we're gonna go ahead and clean up our station. We don't have a whole lot of time, so we're gonna have to really multitask here. It's getting crazy how dark it is. One thing that worries me too is my other camera is better in dark light than the GoPro is. So the darker it gets, the more the quality of the video is going to diminish. And I really don't want the quality to go too far down here. All right, let's grab our tongs here. We got to give it a flip. It wants to curl pretty bad here. Let's try to flatten it out a little bit. There we go. Let's get it up in that oil. We'll go ahead and leave our tongs there. Now let's get our oil, our seasoning, put it away. We're actually doing pretty good here right now, folks. And then once we get all this put away, we can pretty much eat whenever this is done. And then once we're done eating, we can get on out of here, head back to the truck, and then we can really call it a video. We're gonna need this though as a pot holder. Usually right about now, I'd be getting a nice camera angle so all of you can enjoy the nice water here, but since we really had to rush this, we really couldn't get as many good views as we wanted to, which is okay, you know. I hope you all still enjoyed this video, and as always, I advise you that if you enjoyed this at any point, to make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the video reach more people, and it helps this channel grow too. But let's take a look at the trout. It's looking good. We're gonna have to flip it again here. Oh yeah, looking fantastic. But anyways, thank you guys again, as always, for all the support on this channel. It has been amazing this year. I can't believe how much the channel has grown. Right now, I think we're almost at 600 subscribers, which is amazing. Hopefully we can hit 600 soon, and hopefully we can hit 1,000 at some point next year, or maybe if we keep growing, maybe we'll hit 1,000 by the end of the year, who knows. But thanks again. And anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish cooking this trout, and we will resume once it's all finished cooking up. So I'll see you guys then. All right. Now this trout's been cooling down for a little while, but it's still sizzling hot. It's crazy how hot these pans get. And they stay hot for a long time. But it is cooked all the way through. It looks amazing, smells amazing. I just know it's gonna taste amazing too. But just for some reference here, it is 7:01 right now. It's absolute mind-blowing how dark it's starting to get earlier in the day. It's gonna make it harder to get these videos for you all after work. It's real tricky. But you know, it's just the way the world works, you know. Pretty soon here, I won't be able to do any more videos for the year. But just to keep you all updated, I have filmed a bunch of winter videos for you all throughout this whole season. And it's usually the videos I get where I do not do a catch and cook. And I think I have about 16 to 17 of those right now. And I'll have some compilations for you all, so you all will have videos all throughout this whole winter time, just to keep you all entertained until the next fishing season starts. But that's enough rambling on. Let's start taking some bites of our trout here, which looks and smells phenomenal. Let's get some bites here. I'm only gonna film me eating a couple bites, because then I gotta really focus in, eat it as quick as possible, and we gotta get out of here before it gets too dark. But take a look at that meat there. Bon appetit. Oh man, that Slap Ya Mamas never ceases to amaze me. There's another good bite right there. I think we got some fins right up in there. Let's take those out. Most of that bite felt right off. Boy, that is good. One thing I'm really wishing too is I wish I would have remembered to grab my taco shells so that we could have done a nice fish taco here. But like I said, that will be coming up. We'll start making some trout tacos, and maybe we'll do some other cool recipes too. But I'm gonna go ahead and quickly finish eating this trout. But we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for sticking to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it any time, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. It means the world. If you're interested in some separate merch, links down in the description below. But anyways, we'll catch you guys in next week's video. See you later, guys.